Okay, well, looks like I'm making this video. Where do I start? 6 months ago, I ordered my very first Tesla. I am a really, really big fan of Tesla, and I've been wanting a Tesla car for years, like 5 years or more. So I was in a position where I could actually go ahead and order the Tesla. I had to wait 6 months for it, but I thought I would pull the trigger and just go for it, essentially. Turns out that's not a very smart idea, especially right now with what's going on with the economy. So the other day or the other week, I made the very hard decision to cancel my Tesla order. They were sending me emails saying that it's ready to go, ready to get picked up, and you know, sign here, pay here, blah blah blah. They do have a non-refundable amount that you have to pay at the beginning, but it's like $350, and in the grand scheme of things, with like a $75,000 Tesla, it's not that big of a deal. So I ended up canceling my order, right? But literally 3 days after I do that, Tesla comes out and they say they've just dropped the price for all the Tesla models by like 10 to $20,000. And I felt like I needed to make this video to summarize everything and get a certain message across that I think a lot of people are not seeing right now. So, as much as I really would have liked to have kept the Tesla order and gone through with it and, be driving around in a really nice new Model 3, I had to put my ego aside and I had to bring myself down a notch and say, is this a really good decision financially? Is this going to benefit me long term? And the answer was no. It wasn't going to benefit me long term. In fact, it was actually going to put me behind, like by a lot. And I think a lot of other people in my position are going to fall into the same trap that I'm going to tell you about in a moment. So essentially, the reason why I canceled the order was because there's a lot of really smart people with smart money that are saying we're heading into a massive, massive recession. And I'm not just saying like just a regular recession, I'm saying like depression. And when the bankers and when Google and Facebook and Elon himself are saying that we're entering a recession, and they are not just talking about it, they are actively laying off tens of thousands of employees, you should probably pay attention. If you're buying a car from this company and the CEO is saying that, oh, we're going to get rid of a bunch of employees, we're going to lower the cost of our cars, we're going to blah, 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 do all this and that. Elon has said in the past, he said recently that to keep demand constant, he's going to reduce the price of Teslas. Why is he going to do that? Not because, not because there isn't enough demand already. It's because that the way the economy is going, people are not going to have enough money to buy a new car, new Tesla, get a loan for they're not going to have jobs. Like if someone from Google who just got let go, or from Facebook or Uber or JP Morgan or wherever, there's like tens of thousands of people now that probably have a new car loan without a job. How are they going to pay for their car loan? So I just listened to what Elon said and I realized that this is one of the worst times anyone, not just me, anyone could be getting a car loan. If you can pay for it outright and you don't have to pay the crazy high interest rates, fine. Like, you know your own financial situation. But for most people, they get loans. And with the loan interest rates right now just skyrocketing, it's not really a good time to be borrowing money, especially for something like a car, which is a depreciating asset. So I think a lot of people right now should be looking at the things that they are paying for in life, or the things that they will want to be paying for in the future, and looking at whether they really need it or not, or whether they should be putting that money elsewhere, or whether they should be reducing their spending in various different ways. For me, I've been cutting down a lot of my costs, my living expenses, and with my income at the moment and cutting down those living expenses, I thought that maybe putting that into a Tesla, which is going to save me money on fuel, which has skyrocketed lately as well, and the fact that I can actually charge the Tesla with solar panels on the roofs, brilliant. Like I thought, that was a smart decision. But in hindsight, it was, well, not even in hindsight, just looking forwards to the future, that's not the best decision I can make right now. And I just want to get this message out there and just get people looking at their own financial situation and get people looking ahead and looking at where the smart money's going and what the smart people are doing. Like Elon himself, who is the CEO of Tesla, saying we're going to reduce the price of Teslas to keep demand the same. That means that he knows something's coming where people are not going to be able to afford the current price of a Tesla. So they're reducing it by $10,000 to $20,000. That's insane. Like that's crazy. So that isn't a buy signal. That's a, well, hold up a sec. Let's reevaluate our purchasing decisions. So if you've got a goal in mind, you're saving up for a car, hold off. Maybe just hold off for another 12 to 24 months and see where the economy goes. Listen to the smart people and play it safe. Build up your savings, minimize your expenditure, all your different things that you're paying for, like Netflix subscriptions, DoorDash, whatever, and hold off on those big purchases that you might have been saving up for a long time. You might have been planning this for a long time, and you're like, oh, I'm ready, like I'm financially set, but people at Google who thought they had a completely set career, like they were set, they're secure, they're not going to be laid off, they're indispensable. 10,000 people, or I don't know exactly the number, I'll find out and put it on the screen. Heaps of people are getting laid off from these huge companies where basically those jobs, if you landed a job at Google, Facebook, Netflix, whatever, at any FANG company, if you landed a decent role there, then you're set. Like they don't just let people go, and they are all letting people go right now en masse. Like it's crazy. You can probably you've probably seen a lot of other finance YouTubers talking about this. It's no joke. So if you are feeling secure in your job right now and you feel like you can afford things like a new car loan or some big expense, maybe just reevaluate and just hold off and wait for things to smooth over and see where things go. And I think you will really thank yourself in 12 to 24 months. I know for myself, at least with my purchase or the cancellation of my Tesla, I think I'm going to be very happy with that decision in the next 12 to 18 months, give or take. I think I'm going to be very happy with that. And all that money that I would have been putting into paying the interest, servicing the loan, even the insurance, all of the maintenance costs of the Tesla, I think saving all that money and putting all of that money into other investments or just literally just holding on to it. Like not even doing anything with the money, maybe just holding on to it and doing nothing and just waiting and seeing. I think for me at least that's the best option, and the goals that I have for myself and all of my dreams and ambitions for this car that I've been wanting for a very, very long time, I am more than happy just to put that on hold for now and see where the economy goes. So if you're in the same position, if you are on the fence, or even if you're not on the fence and you're like, yes, I'm definitely going to get a Tesla, this is my time to shine, just step back for a sec, look and evaluate at what's happening and who's talking and about what. The smart money, see what the smart money's doing, and maybe just hold off. Just see how things go. So anyways, hopefully this has been useful to you. Maybe I've opened your eyes to some things you hadn't seen yet. We're all just here learning. So like, don't take it personally. If you have to cancel, some big order, if you've told friends or family, I know I did, and it was 6 months ago, so I was very excited, and I, told people, and now they're like, "Where's the Tesla?" And I'm like, "Oh, I canceled the order," and they're like, "Oh, why'd you cancel it? Blah blah blah. What's going on?" Nothing's going on. That's the problem. Is I want to see what's going on with the economy. It looks like things are not going to be very good for very long. So anyways, thanks for listening to me ramble on about this. I hopefully helped you see some some things in your own life, finance life, from a different perspective. So if you got something out of this, please just leave a like, comment. If you want to see more videos like this, hit the subscribe button. And yeah, I'm going to be making a lot more videos about personal finance very, very shortly. So again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.